I'll give you some tips on drawing organic creatures, right? There's a few things you can do that'll help you pretty much with anything that you do. And I kind of want to go over it with you, so let's go over it relatively quickly. So I'm just going to work on this. This was initially a kind of just, I wouldn't say random, but just kind of a flying creature that I wanted to make. And what I'm thinking about is when you think about what is creepy, that's very big, right? Creepy would be just something otherworldly, right? A mixture of kind of organic stuff and non-organic. But we're going to make ours almost entirely organic if we talk about like creature design and then some. I'm using a ballpoint pen. And I'm looking at this, and all I'm doing right now is I'm thinking about just general design right here. Since this is like a fun, it's at the level of like a fun sketch, I'm not sure what I'm going to be inspired by. I'm thinking of maybe gore a little bit. I'm gonna give it like a mouth over here, a little bit. But I'm seeing like a lot of fish. I'm playing some fish games on this fish game on the Switch that came out a while ago. So I'm gonna give it these spiny little teeth, right? And I'm still not going into it very strongly. I'm just kind of going over here, finding what feels good in the design. I remember, quote me on this, art is entirely about decisions. It's decision making, right? It's your creativity coming out, and you want to figure out what your creative ideas are by putting them out on paper. One of the best quotes I ever heard, and I forget where it came from, is you want to make the item exist, and then you can make it look good. So right now we're just putting stuff down, and I'm playing off of one feature to the other, right? So over here on this side, I have a couple of shapes over here. Maybe those are gills of some kind. You can give it like some light story or function of what's kind of occurring here. Maybe something like that. He's got to breathe. So we're gonna give him some nostrils right there, but I want to make the eyes look large. I'm gonna pull it in just a bit. So if I want the eyes to look large, I'm gonna make the nose look smaller by comparison. Everything is comparative, right? You're comparing one thing to the other. So we have our general design here. This could be the head of something. This could be a floating blob. But let's go and start rendering stuff out. Let's go maybe left to right over here. Starting with the eye area, we're thinking about the darkness right here, the dark area. I want to make it a little off. So this eyebrow is going to be up. This one's going to be down. You know, when we're working on this, you want to focus. Your focus can be on having fun, I was going to say. As far as your internal state, focus on having fun. Because having fun is going to dictate, honestly, sometimes it's going to dictate how good the end result is. It's this interesting juxtaposition, right? Because on one hand, you don't want to do this. On one hand, you want it to be good, and sometimes wanting it to be good can make you worried, can give you pressure, can make you not want to screw up, and that in turn, ironically, sometimes can make you screw up, right? So you want to be careful. You want to be really careful about how you express yourself. Hey, that eye's pretty good. Let's go over here to the other eye. Giving it, I want it to look open, wide open. There you go. Pulling back. And kind of going, putting some lines over here. There you go. Kind of, again, darkening up this eye. And we're bringing it up like you would, you know, when you use like an old Polaroid camera. Take the picture, and then it slowly starts to kind of come into view gradually. That's kind of how we're doing this. That's how we're drawing this. We're literally doing in that same fashion. You want to bring it up slowly, so there's not a lot of guesswork. You're not putting down a hard line and then going, oh no, what do I do?
Hey, 1 minute. Do you want to learn how to draw? I created a free lesson that's going to start you right from the very beginning. You'll learn how to hold your pencil, how to warm up, and simple drawing tricks that real artists know. It's made for complete beginners who've never drawn before. It will help you get better faster and save you years of drawing mistakes. There's no signups, there's no waiting. You just go down to the description of this video, you click the link, and then you have it right there. Go check it out right now while the page is still up.
Just doing that's going to be not very productive. Kind of finding the dimensionality of some of the features, and doing that will really bring things up, which is kind of what we want. Line over here, kind of sorting out some of the features right here as we're putting stuff down. Let's go over here to this side on the left. And here. Again, just kind of throwing little lines in direction to help us out. And it doesn't have to be even as well. All right. And kind of when we kind of do this, what I'm doing is I'm trying to follow the direction of the surface, right? With my lines, and I'm kind of feathering it out more and more and more as stuff goes on. Just kind of noodling stuff based on direction, which is, you know, but I want my darkest spots to be in the mouth and the eyes and the center, kind of around this area, to kind of guide the eye all around this area. And it's pretty good for considering it's, you know, a sketchbook thing. And I could kind of keep working on it more, but this is good enough. If you have a request for anything you want to see on the channel, let me know, and I will absolutely answer it. So I'll talk to you soon.
Okay, so that was amazing. You finished this lesson, but keep it going. Keep the art practice going by clicking this video right here. It's going to be within the same theme, and you want to keep it rolling to get better and better and better and get that art flow going. So click right here.